Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now, onto the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail, hail! There's no such thing as a quiet day in Scottish football. Just when you think you've seen it all. The late winners, the title drama, the European heartbreaks, something even more surreal knocks on the door of Celtic Park. And this time, it's not Rangers breathing down Celtic's neck. It's not VAR stirring up chaos. It's not even a new managerial saga. No, this is different. This is global. Reports have surfaced that Aliexpress, yes, the Chinese e-commerce behemoth, has officially tabled a bid to purchase Celtic Football Club. Now, if your jaw didn't just hit the floor, you might want to check your pulse. This isn't just another rumor floating in the wind. This is real. This is monumental. And it could change everything we thought we knew about the power dynamics in European football. And not just in Scotland, but across the entire continent. The sheer scale of the idea is staggering. For decades, Celtic has been one of the most traditional, community-rooted clubs in world football. Born out of charity, built by working-class hands, and carried through generations by a loyal, passionate fan base. Now, the very soul of that legacy might be heading into the hands of a global tech giant that sells everything from phone chargers to fishing rods. It's a move that would have sounded like a bad April Fool's joke a few years ago, but today, it's a headline that sent shockwaves through the green and white half of Glasgow. What's behind this move? Why Celtic? Why now? Well, the answers might lie in the numbers and in the club's untapped potential on a global scale. Because for a corporation like Aliexpress, this isn't about Scottish football per se. It's about brand, it's about reach, and it's about owning a piece of a football institution with global appeal. Celtic, let's be honest, are a sleeping commercial giant. While they dominate the Scottish Premiership more often than not, and while their history drips with European prestige, the first British team to lift the European Cup, don't forget, their commercial reach doesn't even come close to matching clubs of similar stature in bigger leagues. Enter Aliexpress, who see in Celtic not just a football club, but a gateway into European sport and Western football culture. This isn't their first foray into football either. Parent company Alibaba has flirted with investments in Asia and even sponsored FIFA events. But owning a club, owning Celtic, that would be a whole new ball game. It's a bold, almost brazen statement of intent from a company that wants its name etched into the footballing world, not just as a sponsor, but as an owner. And Celtic, with their global diaspora and historic brand, offer the perfect canvas. Now, let's talk numbers. Because while most supporters will be worrying about identity, tradition, and soul, Aliexpress is thinking in billions. The rumored figure? Somewhere north of $150 million, and that's just for the controlling stake. That kind of money injected into Celtic could transform not just the first team, but the entire infrastructure. We're talking youth academies, training facilities, global scouting networks, and of course a transfer war chest that could bring a level of player rarely seen in the SPFL. But, and it's a massive but, at what cost? Can a club that proudly waves the banner of its Irish Catholic roots, that sees itself as a symbol of resistance and community, be run by a faceless tech giant from halfway across the world? That's the emotional conflict tearing through the Celtic support right now. Some see opportunity, others see betrayal. What makes this situation even more explosive is the timing. Celtic are at a crucial juncture. Domestic dominance remains strong, but there's a lingering frustration about European underachievement. The support wants more. They want Celtic back competing with the big guns in the Champions League, not bowing out in the group stages or scrapping for Europa League respectability. Aliexpress, with their pockets and ambition, could be the key to unlocking that dream. But again, dreams come with risk. Just look at what's happened elsewhere. Clubs that sold out for investment only to lose their soul. History matters. Identity matters. And for Celtic, a club that's always been more than just football, that matters more than most. The question is, can you preserve tradition while cashing in on globalization? Can you serve two masters, the past and the future, without destroying what makes you special? Of course, there's a political undertone to all of this as well. We're not just talking football and finance, we're talking East meets West. Oh, money meets new power. A Chinese conglomerate buying a Scottish institution will raise eyebrows across the UK and beyond. Questions about control, about influence, and yes, even about security will come up. Football isn't played in a vacuum anymore. It's a stage where global ideologies clash, and a move like this will be scrutinized from Westminster to Beijing. Will UEFA step in? Will the UK government raise concerns? Will fan groups mount protests? Already social media is ablaze with speculation, with some calling it the end of Celtic as we know it, while others are hailing it as the dawn of a new era. And that's the paradox. Progress always looks like betrayal when you're staring through the eyes of tradition. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. Then there's the question of control. Would Aliexpress simply be a silent partner, pumping money in from afar while letting the football people run the show? Or would they want full operational oversight? From the boardroom to the dugout? Fans have seen how foreign ownership plays out. Some clubs thrive, others collapse under the weight of mismanagement and cultural disconnect. Celtic can't afford to become a cautionary tale. Their fan base is too big, their expectations too high, and their history too rich. Whoever takes the reins at Parkhead must understand they're not just buying a football club, they're inheriting a legacy. And if they treat it like just another asset in a global portfolio, the backlash will be seismic. This isn't just a business move, it's a cultural takeover. And for many, that's what makes it feel so dangerous. But let's not ignore the other side of the coin. There is a compelling argument for modernization. Football is changing. The financial gulf between Scotland and the rest of Europe is growing by the season. If Celtic want to compete, really compete on the biggest stage, they need investment. They need innovation, they need to evolve, and perhaps, just perhaps, an outside owner with deep pockets and a grand vision could provide that springboard. The alternative? Continuing to dominate domestically, but flatter to deceive in Europe. For many younger fans, the romanticism of the past is not enough. They want knights under the lights, not just against St. Mirren or Dundee, but against Bayern, Munich, and Real Madrid. They want glory. And if that means partnering with a commercial powerhouse, some are willing to make that trade. It's harsh, but it's reality, and Celtic must face it head on. In Glasgow, this isn't just a boardroom decision. This is tribal. This is spiritual. This is generational. You don't just support Celtic, you inherit them. They're passed down like sacred heirlooms. Grandparents tell stories of Lisbon. Fathers sing songs of Larson. Children dream of Kyogo. It's not a franchise, it's a family. And now, that family could be getting a very distant, very wealthy relative. The emotional weight of that is immense. How do you put a price on identity, on belonging, on history? And yet football keeps asking us to. Every transfer window, every rebrand, every new owner chips away at the old and ushers in the new. Celtic fans now stand at that crossroads. One path leads to global relevance and financial muscle. The other leads to preservation and principle. Neither is wrong, but both come at a cost. So where does this leave Celtic? On the edge of something massive, no doubt. The board will deliberate. The fans will protest or cheer. The media will speculate. But make no mistake, the offer from Aliexpress is real and it is a game changer. It could redefine the SPFL. It could make Celtic a household name in markets they've barely touched. Or it could rip the heart out of a club that prides itself on soul. This is the kind of moment that defines eras. That splits generations. That makes history. And whether the deal goes through or not, the very fact it's even on the table tells you everything about where modern football is heading. For better or worse, the old world and the new have collided in the East End of Glasgow. And no matter what happens next, Celtic will never be quite the same again. Hello fans, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.